What's up, y'all? You're watching Union Minded. I'm your host, Eric, and today we're going to take a ride around the country as far as labor news is concerned. Couple quick hits. It's going to be all over the place a little bit, so bear with me. Before we get into all of that, though, please hit the like button, subscribe button, drop a comment, share the video, help with the algorithm and all that good stuff, and grow the community. Now, let's jump in. So the Teamsters tweeted out something that I thought was pretty cool. Teamsters applaud the inclusion of the Merger Filing Fee Modernization Act in the latest Senate Omnibus bill. We fought for this increase in antitrust enforcement while Amazon and its big tech buddies tried to kill it. They lost. Working people won. So that's cool to know that the billionaires were trying to defeat getting this merger for filing fee modernization into the omnibus bill, and they lost that fight and working people won that fight. I thought that was pretty cool. That came across my feed. It was recently revealed that 60% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. That's gotta be like a record high. 60% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. That means 60% of Americans couldn't afford an emergency in their life without being in dire consequences financially. And Nina Turner tweeted out, the fact that over half this country lives paycheck to paycheck is proof enough that trickle-down economics and neoliberalism is a failure. Absolutely. Trickle-down economics was a lie perpetuated by the Reagan Republicans, which foolish working people bought into and thought that it was cool because, you know, there's a certain faction of working people who look up to the wealthy as if one day they could work their way into wealth. I know, naive, I know. But we got to be patient with our brothers and our sisters and our siblings, and we got to teach them that they are not millionaires in weight. Rather, they are working people, and we need to band together. Trickle-down economics is BS. All right. I want to talk to you again about your Weingarten rights in case you never saw that video or have forgotten. Your Weingarten rights are very important, and if you're in a union, you have those rights. And now, let's get into it. As a union member, you are entitled to union representation as it pertains to the employer meeting with you concerning discipline, a grievance, or investigatory interview. These are your Weingarten rights. They were afforded to you due to a 75 Supreme Court decision and are a part of your right as a union member. And there's a quote here for it. This is what you should say. If this discussion could lead in any way to me being disciplined or terminated or affect my personal working conditions, I request my union representation be present at the meeting. Without representation, I choose not to answer any questions. That's how you lay it down. If management approaches you in any manner about an issue that can lead to discipline, you have the right to invoke your Weingarten right and request that a union representative be present for that conversation. If a manager, foreman, supervisor wants to pull you to the side and talk to you about your work and you think it may lead to a consequence for you, you may invoke your Weingarten rights and ask for union representation to be present at the meeting. You do not have to answer those questions. You do not have to respond. Oh, and also, you do not have to utilize your personal cell phone for work purposes. If you do not feel comfortable in doing so, it is your choice, and no one can force you to do so. This came across my feed because UPS had organizers out talking to their members about their Weingarten rights, and I thought it'd be cool to bring to you and remind you guys of your Weingarten rights. This one kind of amused me because this is like say you're racist without saying you're racist, you know what I mean? So I want to this was off of some a conversation that somebody subtweeted, but here you go. I don't know if you're following the Twitter thing with Elon Musk buying Twitter and ruining it. If you haven't been under a rock, you're fully aware of what's going on. So this guy tweeted out, blue subscribers should be the only ones that can vote in policy related polls. We actually have skin in the game. One of the policies that Elon Musk changed was that you can buy a blue Twitter check mark now, a verification mark for your account for $8 a month. So folks with blue checks now, a lot of them purchased it. So this person says, oh, if you're gonna have a poll, only the people that purchased the blue check marks should be able to vote. So Elon tweets back, good point, Twitter will make that change. And then this other dude, Ian Miles, writes, while some people might cry about how this is like social credit, it's actually close to what the founding fathers intended. Only landowners could vote. It's a good policy. Democracy must not become a tyranny of the mob. Now everybody knows that the founding fathers only wanted landowners to vote so that slaves and indentured servants and poor people didn't vote. This had nothing to do with fair democracy. It had everything to do with white supremacy. So let me know you're racist without letting me know you're racist. And someone else tweeted in reply to all of that conversation, our founding fathers would have whooped my ass just for knowing how to read. Facts. I've told you about this labor uprising and this labor movement momentum that's been gaining ground. Some manager decided this was a good notice to post to his employees. It says, don't be a thief. Mind you, wage theft, not you stealing time from the boss, but wage theft is the #1 type of theft in this country. Not robberies, not larceny, wage theft. Workers getting robbed every day. So they wrote, don't be a thief. If you clock in too early or out long after your work is done, do know you're stealing. If you eat while on the clock, you're stealing. Too frequent, unnecessary, or extended restroom breaks, you're stealing. Use of your cellular device while on the clock, stealing. Procrastination or unmotivated or generally inefficient work practices, stealing. Moral of the story, do not steal or it will get real. Really? If you clock in too early or long after your work is done, well, how about if I get there mad early and have to take a bus to the job site and I don't get paid until I've been on the job for more than 40 minutes? Aren't you stealing? How about when I get off at 2 and you don't get me to my car until 2:40, 2:45? Aren't you stealing? If I eat while I'm on the clock, that's called paid lunch, buddy. Too frequent or unnecessary extended restroom breaks. Who gets to say what's too frequent? What are you talking about? You're monitoring my bathroom breaks? What is this, Amazon? Use of your cellular device while on the clock. Oh, you'll be happy if I use my cellular device for you though, right? But you don't want me to use it to check my stuff. It's a two-way street. Procrastination, unmotivated. How about I'm thinking about my pipe run? How about getting me everything I need so that I can be motivated? If my working conditions suck, how you want me to be motivated? That's a management problem. You're supposed to help motivate me. What is you talking about? Moral of the story, don't steal or things will get real. Yeah. Hey, management, don't steal because things can get real. And I'm more than confident that the workers would win. Douche. And then finally, we're going to end with a nice little statement from the Eugene V. Debs Twitter page. Any working man who deserts his union in a strike and goes to the other side is a scab. Any union man who switches sides to go to work is a scab. And any working man who deserts his party on election day and goes over to the enemy is a betrayer of his class and an enemy of his fellow man. That's one of my pet peeves, is union members who vote to destroy unions in how they vote politically. It's one of my biggest pet peeves. They betray their class. And I'm not talking about just blindly voting for corporatists. But when you have a choice between someone who wants to destroy your ability to earn a life worth living over someone who supports workers, you trade in class. You're a backstabber. There's no way to pretty that up. So don't backstab, man. Class solidarity, that's how we win. That's how we win. That's how everybody wins. Stop thinking you're a millionaire. You're not. Sorry. You work 5 days a week, you're a worker. That's all you is. And that's not a bad thing. There's dignity in work. But stop trading classes and acting like you're a rich person, because you're not. You're one of us. So let's get together and form that fist so we can fight back and earn ourselves a better quality of life. Don't forget, the fight's not left and right, it's up and down, and it's going to take solidarity to win always. Each one teach one. Get out there and reach one. And there can be no union without you and I front and center. Peace.